1941 Ford Super Deluxe, located in Oconto Falls, Wisconsin, valued at $8,000. Under that vintage hood sits the iconic flathead V8 paired with a classic manual transmission. With under 60,000 original miles on the clock, this light blue coupe is very clean inside and out, featuring a neat brown interior. The best part, it's being converted to a modern 12-volt electrical system, so it starts right up and drives good without the headaches of old 6-volt setups. Historically, 1941 was huge. It was Ford's last major redesign before American plants shifted to military production for World War II. Compared to a Chevrolet Special Deluxe or Plymouth Deluxe, the Ford was the ultimate hot rodder's dream thanks to that legendary V8 sound and power. Fast forward to today, in 2026, in a world full of silent, computerized electric pods, cruising around in a raw 12-volt flathead V8 for $8,000 is pure mechanical soul. 1947 DeSoto fluid drive, located in Erie, Pennsylvania, valued at $9,500. Here is the best part. This car is a true one-family survivor. The seller's great-grandfather bought it brand new back in 1947, and the family has kept it running and driving ever since. Finding a single-family car from the 1940s in this condition is almost unheard of today. Diving into the specs, under that massive steel hood sits Chrysler's rock-solid L-head straight-six engine. It is paired with DeSoto's legendary fluid drive transmission, which is a 3-on-the-tree manual setup, featuring a fluid coupling. That means you can bring the car to a complete stop in gear without ever touching the clutch pedal, and one of the shifts happens semi-automatically. According to the listing, apart from a fresh coat of paint and a new headliner installed about 40 years ago, the car is completely original. The interior is 79 years old, but it remains fully intact and complete. The body looks great, it fires right up, and it drives smoothly, making it completely ready for weekend cruises or local car shows. Plus, it comes with a clean title in hand. Historically, 1947 was a pivotal year for Detroit. Fresh off World War II, automakers rushed to fulfill massive civilian demand by updating their pre-war 1942 designs. Within Chrysler's lineup, DeSoto was positioned above Dodge, but below Chrysler, serving as the sweet spot for style and innovation. Back in '47, you were cross-shopping this DeSoto against competitors like the Buick Special, the Oldsmobile Dynamic 70, or the Mercury 8. While Buick offered straight 8s and Mercury relied on flathead V8s, DeSoto won over buyers with its iconic ribbed waterfall grille, exceptionally quiet cabin, and the effortless stop-and-go convenience of the fluid drive transmission. Fast forward to our current year, driving an analog 1940s steel cruiser is the ultimate palate cleanser. For under $10,000, buying a running, driving piece of American heritage with nearly 80 years of single-family history is an absolute steal. Whether you keep it as an authentic survivor or turn it into a mild restoration project, this DeSoto packs serious character. 1952 Ford Customline, located in Sandy Brook, New Jersey. This specific car has actually been used in a number of TV shows and movies. Here is what you get for your $7,500. It features the legendary flathead V8 paired with an automatic transmission. It has been upgraded with Petronix electronic ignition, headers, and a custom true dual exhaust. Wires, coils, hoses, and belts have all been recently replaced. The 6-volt positive ground system is intact, and while the car is due for a rebuild, the seller notes it currently runs and drives. The seller honestly describes it as a 10-footer, with 63,792 driven miles. The paint has some bubbling, the chrome has some flaking that has been clear-coated to prevent oxidation, and there's a small crack in the passenger glass. It's an honest, driver-quality project. Historically, 1952 was a huge year for Ford, introducing a completely new body style and the Customline mid-level trim. Back then, this car was going head-to-head with the Chevrolet Styleline and the Plymouth Cranbrook, while Chevy and Plymouth relied on reliable but highly conservative inline-six engines, Ford gave buyers the smooth, powerful, and hot-roddable flathead V8, giving it a massive edge on the street. For $7,500, this is a running, driving piece of television history that you can slowly fix up while enjoying the cruise. 1965 Pontiac Star Chief, located in Pratt, Kansas, valued at $8,900. If you have been looking for an honest, big block cruiser to get into the classic car hobby, you need to see this. Diving right into the seller's description, this is an incredibly rare two-owner car. Under that massive hood sits the legendary 389 cubic inch 4-barrel V8 engine, the same displacement block that made the GTO famous sped. With a smooth automatic transmission, the odometer shows just 25,527 miles. While the seller can't officially verify it, the mint condition of the interior strongly suggests it's accurate. It wears its original paint, making it a great 20-footer with some natural checking. The frame, floorboards, and rocker panels are completely rust-free. The only noted rust is a tiny perforation on the front left fender and some surface rust in the trunk. It rides on brand new 15-inch tires, slightly upsized from the factory 14s, and the rubber seals and roll-up windows still work exactly like they should. Historically, 1965 was a massive year for Pontiac, introducing the iconic stacked headlights and sweeping Coke bottle styling. The Star Chief sat on a longer, more luxurious wheelbase than the entry-level Catalina. Back in the day, you were cross-shopping this land yacht against the Ford Galaxy 500 or the Chrysler Newport. While the competitors focused heavily on floaty, soft rides, Pontiac delivered wide track handling and undeniable street attitude. For under $9,000, this is a turnkey, driving piece of history with unbeatable character. 1954 Chevrolet Tudor Classic, located in Brant Lake, New York, valued at $11,500. If you want a classic that drips with old-school cool without breaking the bank, this might just be the perfect find. Diving into the seller's description, this Chevy is hiding some fantastic period-correct upgrades. It features a trusty inline six-cylinder engine, but it has been upgraded with dual carburetors and a true dual exhaust for a little extra punch and a great sound. You get to row your own gears with a standard manual shift relocated to the floor. It is fully dressed up with classic accessories, including an exterior sun visor, a rear Continental kit, and color-matched fender skirts. The seller notes that the car runs, drives, and stops well. He's even open to trades for other classic cars or trucks. Just do not offer him any motorcycles or boats. Historically, 1954 was a massive transition year. It was the final chapter for this rounded, post-war body style before Chevy introduced the legendary Tri-5 in 1955. Back then, you were cross-shopping this Chevy against the Ford Customline or the Plymouth Savoy. While Ford was bragging about its flathead V8, Chevy buyers knew that the stove-bolt inline-six was notoriously smooth, bulletproof, and as this specific car proves incredibly easy to hop up with extra carbs. For $11,500, this is a stylish, turnkey cruiser that will steal the show at any local meet. 1949 Dodge Coronet, located in Southampton, Mo, valued at $11,500. Just look at that stunning red paint. If you want a classic head-turner for the summer, you need to see this. According to the incredibly honest seller, this is a solid driver they've owned since 2009. It features an older restoration where the floor pans, fenders, and rockers were replaced. Mechanically, they've gone through the carb, rebuilt the generator, exhaust, brakes, and shocks. The paint, interior, and top were done about 15 years ago. The seller notes a recent power top pump leak bubbled some paint on the rocker, but emphasizes it is absolutely not rust. It needs some minor TLC like a parking brake and temp gauge, but as the seller perfectly puts it, not in a plus condition or priced as such. It's simply a fantastic beach cruiser. Historically, 1949 was a monumental year. It marked Dodge's first true post-war redesign, giving the Coronet a much sleeker, longer profile. Back then, you were cross-shopping this premium convertible against the Ford Custom or the Chevrolet Starline. While Ford lured in the hot rodders with their V8 South, Dodge appealed to the upscale beer, offering a spacious, bank-vault solid ride with their famously smooth fluid drive transmission. For $11,500, you were getting a running time capsule with a ton of character. 1965 Chrysler Newport, located in Shattuck, New York, valued at $10,500. Today, we are taking a look at a massive piece of classic motor luxury. Diving straight into the seller's description, this car is an absolute desert survivor. James explicitly states that the car runs absolutely, perfectly and needs nothing to be a totally reliable cruiser. Huge bonus for a Vegas car, it has fully working AC. It features absolutely zero rust whatsoever and sits on a set of brand new tires, coming with a clean title in hand. This is practically a turnkey time machine that you can hop in and drive home today. Historically, 1965 was a massive year for Chrysler. Under the design direction of Elwood Engel, they completely ditched the old 50s tail fins in favor of this crisp, linear and modern styling. Back in the day, you were cross-shopping the Newport against the Oldsmobile Dynamic 88 or the Mercury Monterey. 1960 Chrysler Windsor, located in Freehold, New Jersey, valued at $15,000. Just look at the sheer scale of this classic Landjot. Karma. Under the hood, this cruiser is packing the legendary 383 cubic inch Golden Lion V8 inside. It features Chrysler's futuristic push-button automatic transmission. The seller notes this true head-turner has been fully restored and currently shows about 12,000 miles. They honestly state it's not a flawless concours show car, but it is in outstanding condition and runs and drives great. With a clean title in hand, this is a turnkey classic ready for the road. Historically, 1960 was a monumental year for Chrysler, marking the debut of their incredibly rigid unibody construction. Back then, if you were hitting the dealership, you were cross-shopping this against the Mercury, Monterey or the Oldsmobile Super 88. But thanks to Virgil Exner's dramatic forward-look styling and those massive rear fins, the Chrysler offered an unmatched, aggressive street presence that the competition just couldn't replicate. Firing up a Golden Lion V8 is the ultimate analog flex. It's rolling art that commands attention everywhere it goes. For 15 grand, you are buying a fully restored, drivable museum piece. 1967 Volvo 122 Wagon, located in Grand Junction, Colorado, valued at $15,000. If you want a classic that is both incredibly stylish and built like a tank, you have to see this. Let's look at the seller's notes. Under the hood, it's rocking the legendary B18 inline-4 engine, paired with a 4-speed manual transmission. The seller mentions the car runs and drives great, with solid floor pans and a very clean interior. They honestly note it has a few minor rust spots on the lower fenders and needs a little TLC on the suspension, but overall, it's a remarkably honest and solid survivor for a nearly 60-year-old wagon. That is exactly what you want to hear. Historically, the 122 Wagon is an absolute icon. Volvo built these things with safety and durability in mind. In fact, Volvo was the first to introduce the 3-point seatbelt. Back in the late 60s, if you were buying a wagon, you were probably cross-shopping this against a Volkswagen Squareback or a Ford Falcon wagon. While the American wagons offered more space and the VW was quirkier, the Volvo 122 stood out as the premium, bulletproof European option that could survive the harshest winters. Driving an analog, steel-bodied Volvo wagon is a massive statement. Its practical vintage coolness. 1951 Lincoln Lido, located in Wheat Ridge, Colorado, valued at $15,000. Just look at the lines on this thing. This survivor is packing its original flathead V8 engine paired with the hydromatic transmission. The seller notes it runs and drives beautifully, with a remarkably clean, rust-free undercarriage. They are totally honest about it needing a few minor touch-ups on the paint and some fresh weather stripping, but overall, it's a turnkey time capsule. Historically, the Lido is a very special car. Lincoln produced it for just a couple of years to directly compete with the wildly successful Cadillac, Coupe de Ville and the Chrysler Newport. While Cadillac brought the flashy tail fins, the Lincoln Lido offered a more understated, sophisticated elegance and a famously buttery smooth ride. Cruising in a flathead V8 powered 1951 Lincoln is the ultimate flex. It's rolling art that commands respect. For $15,000, would you put this rare luxury coupe in your garage? Let me know in the comments. Smash that like button, and I'll catch you in the next one. 1957 Mercury Turnpike Cruiser, located in Oak Ridge, Missouri, valued at $12,500. Just look at those massive fins and crazy jet age styling. The seller's dad owned it for over 50 years. Under the hood, it packs a brand new 362 small block Chevy V8 with under 1,000 miles, paired to a turbo 350 transmission. It starts, runs, and drives, featuring power steering, power windows, and tons of new parts like the fuel tank and exhaust. It's 95% rust-free. It just needs the dragging brakes sorted from sitting in a garage. Historically, this was Mercury's absolute flagship model, built to battle luxury heavyweights like the Chrysler New Yorker and the Oldsmobile 98. With its aggressive stance and unique roofline, it was the ultimate American highway status symbol.